Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's weekly analysis video, I will walk you through a couple of stocks which are showing positive momentum already and it may surge for upcoming weeks. Okay. Before we start, a small disclaimer: the videos posted in this channel are for educational purpose only. Hence, it's not a recommendation call to anyone to buy or sell. Do your due diligence and consult your financial advisor before you take any trade. Okay, all good. Let's take a look at Nifty 50 first. Yeah. Before we start analyzing Nifty 50, let's talk about a few important things happening in the market. As we all know, Trump's tariff hike to 50% on Indian exports had a huge impact on investor sentiment, and hence FIA started buying from long back, right? Since the news in picture. So markets started showing weakness since then the news was announced. On the other hand, there are few good news. One is a GST rate cut, but yet to be implemented, and hence market is kind of on hold to factor in the same day when the GST rate cut was announced, okay, market gap up. Okay, even the last week we have discussed the same thing. Let me show it clearly here. You can see from the level here to here around like 200%, 200 points or more. Nifty has surged right on the other day. uh, the news was a huge news, I would say. Okay, GST cut is not really a kind of a small event. It's a huge news because definitely it will have a positive impact on multiple sectors, mostly all sectors, right? So even there is a good news. Market has shown the positivity for a couple of days, then again you can see the fall was huge and heavy, right? And yeah, that one is a good news. And though it is but I still feel like since it has not been implemented on amendment, so hence the market is kind of taking it as on a hold to factor in. Okay, otherwise the market by this time would have shown reversal. Moreover, the festive seasons ahead, definitely Indian market has to show some positivity, right? Then second thing is yesterday the GDP data for Q1 2026 had come, and India's economy grew at least at paper level 7.8 for 8% amid of global headwinds like a tariff. What else? Not right. So this may have some positive impact at least on Monday. Okay, so I'm expecting some definite kind of a reversal, kind of a gap up again on Monday. We have to wait and watch how the market is going to behave. Otherwise, you can see market is almost close to 200. This green curve I'm talking about. Okay, so market is about to touch this 200 EMA, which is considered as really a good reversal kind of a support, I would say. Okay, but we have to wait and watch how the market is going to behave. Nowadays, I still feel like market is driven by event or kind of a news. Otherwise, the market is on a kind of a reversal trend, means from top to bottom. Unless the FIA's selling is not going to stop, definitely we cannot see any improvement in reverse order, means upwards. Okay, so with that said, let's move on to our stock analysis. The first one is Lotus I. This stock I found yeah, a week or more. So you can see the stock is keep on making high and high, right? So it was trading in a narrow zone since I would say, yeah, March, end of March. You can see the stock was consolidating for a while. Then mid of this month, 2 weeks back, the stock has started showing a huge green candles. The price surge is happening along with the volume. This is so important. I mean, unless you have this huge volumes, definitely you cannot see the price surge is really going upwards, right? So this is not for the reason I picked this stock. You can see the stock has made all-time high. The past all-time high it made during November, mid of November 2023. Now close to 2 years. Okay, now the stock has broken its all-time high. Okay, so when the stock breaks its all-time high with a huge volume, definitely there will be in steam. The potential will be there. So the momentum most of the times will continue. Okay, so if you look at in a bigger time frame like a weekly time frame, you can see the stock. Yeah, sometime long back the stock has formed a kind of a cup, right? Then a handle. If we surprisingly if we measure this handle's length, right, the range was around like 170, yeah, 176 percentage. So if I measure the same percentage, you can see now the stock has reached that percentage 176. Okay, so 176 percentage. So sometimes what happens, when this range has been recaptured, then there will be kind of a consolidation. There may be fall also. Okay, that mostly there will be two options. One, either it will surge further to try and make the further upside, okay, or otherwise it will consolidate or it will fall. Since it has covered that range, then it may fall. So it is kind of a caution for us. So whenever we do the stock analysis, we should not take in a small time frame like a day time frame. We have to look at a weekly time frame, monthly time frame, especially when we are doing short term or swing kind of a trading. Okay, so when we switch back to David chart, yes, the candles are huge, humongous, and it's really good. Okay, if I go to a 5 minute chart, you may have a question. Okay, what kind of option is going to do? Whether it is going to continue its steam or whether it is going to correct, since it has already covered that 176%. Correct. So that question arises in our mind. Correct. So if you look at yesterday's chart, yesterday at 9:15 a.m. Okay, when the market opened, it opened and it has touched the new high. Again, it started correcting. When it has corrected, exactly it took support on the prior high. Okay, so you can see this horizontal line, right corner, you can see the level 1115, right? Yeah. So if I switch back to again a Davis chart, you can see this level is nothing but prior all-time highs chart, which is 1111 or 15, correct? So what I'm trying to say here is, as per the technical, okay, so the star broke very first 5 minutes candle itself, the all-time high, the pattern breakout basically has happened. Then the retracement also happened within 15 or 20 minutes, correct? Again, there was a reversal. Yeah, the trend has continued, then it was a consolidation. So we always have to remember, when the stock is showing like a multi week or multi month breakout, right? So you don't always go kind of an a huge surge. Okay, so it will take some kind of a consolidation. So sometimes yes, the similar kind of upside can happen, but this surges definitely has to halt a kind of a consolidation at its all-time high. So either it will consolidate at the all-time high, then it will show its surge, or otherwise it will break the all-time high, then it will start consolidating, then it will, if it has a steam left, then definitely it will surge further. Correct. So we have to wait and watch in multiple time frames, then only we will get an input whether the stock is going to continue its the momentum further in forthcoming weeks or not. So this is kind of an interesting stock for me, since the surge has happened within a half an hour, the retracement also happened, then now it is kind of a consolidation. So yeah, we have to see whether the stock is going to trade within this range. Okay, this range I'm talking about, from this line to this line. Okay, and yeah, then we have to see if it is breaking this a horizontal line, kind of a resistance line basically, then the momentum will continue. But if it breaks this the bottom horizontal line, then the stock may fall or it will go for some consolidation. Okay, otherwise the stock will be consolidating for some more time, then it will find its direction based on the volume accumulation, basically the demand and supply. Okay, yeah, there are multiple ways we can trade on this stock. Okay, if somebody is planning on intraday, then yes, based on some technicals, definitely they can plan, because it is forming, you can see the pole and the flag kind of a structure, and here also we can see a kind of a triangular breakout, right? So triangular breakout has happened, it's surged and it's consolidating. So everything is good with this stock, whether it is short term or swing wise. So the stock is really uh, in a good shape for trading. Okay, so I cannot discuss the price levels because of SEBI's regulation, so we have to adhere to it. Otherwise, yeah, it's just a kind of an analysis with respect to the price action. Okay, yeah, let's move on to the next one. The next one is Sedenta. This stock is into water treatment plant, basically headquarters in Karnataka, if I'm not wrong. And then they have a plan to extend. They have started basically extend into Madhya Pradesh and other states too. They are getting really a good orders from different states or districts, and they are doing a good business. If you look into their portfolio, this company's portfolio, you come to know multiple details. So this stock also is kind of an proper multi-week breakout, I would say. You can see here the stock has formed a cup kind of structure, correct? This one is a cup, then it was in a handle in a recent last week or more. So the stock has broke this pattern. Okay, so it basically broke this all-time high. The earlier all-time high was somewhere here. Okay, the level was around like yeah, you can see the levels, the top horizontal line. Okay, 380 levels. Then from there onwards, when it broke, right, so there was a huge volume comparatively, and the candle was really a huge green candle. Okay, and it also got sustained on the same day itself. Okay, then the next day it gapped up, and it means like it has a steam that potential, so the stock was surging, the price was surging, and after that a breakout, it surged and it is kind of consolidating. Okay, if you ask technically how much the stock can move, we always as per the technical. Okay, the thing is like yeah, if you measure from its swing low to swing high, right? Around like 26 percentage it's coming, right? And by theoretically, yeah, by price action, theoretically it has to show similar kind of surge like around like a 22, I mean 26 percentage. Okay, right now the stock has already surged 13 percentage and it started consolidating. Okay, so this is what I have discussed in the prior chart also, lotus high. So when it breaks, then definitely after some surge it will go for some consolidation. Okay, because it took time for the breakout, right? So then definitely after this the people will go for profit booking. Okay, then new buyers will enter, then it will take some kind of a consolidation. Okay, then if it is consolidating and there is a lot of chance like the further momentum will be really good, because multiple sentiment is happening the fight is happening between the demand and supply basically. So when the demand side increases, then price will surge further. Okay, so yeah, that's what looks like it's happening. So there was a breakout, strong breakout with a volume, then half of the range has been covered, then it started consolidating. And moreover, the market nature is not really good, right? And you can see here there's a profit booking, then there was a doji candle. When the doji comes in picture, it is indecisiveness, right? So it has to take the direction either upwards or downwards. So it took upward direction. You can see this green candle. Then yesterday it's because of market nature, it has got a kind of a consolidation. That's how I personally interpret. So we have to wait and watch how the stock is going to perform further. Okay, again the same story, we had to look it into multiple time frames. So when I look back, I mean when I look into a smaller time frame, okay, say 5 minute chart frame. Okay, so how it looks like this. Yeah, it looks like this. There was a pattern breakout with a huge candle, then there was a surge, then there was some consolidate, basically the correction, the profit booking. Then within the 5 minutes chart also, it has formed the U now. Last Friday it was kind of consolidating, right? So if you draw the downward trend line. Okay, so falling trend line basically, we can see if it breaks this, then as per the technical, then it has to go upwards. And if I try to connect the swing highs, okay, even though it's a smaller time frame, so we get some clue like where the price is going to trade. Okay, so if it really breaks this, first would be this one, this trend line. Okay, if it breaks, then we have to see how the price action is going to form. If it goes further and it breaks, then definitely there will be an positivity. And yeah, yeah, if it breaks this level, the all-time high level, okay, 430 or 430 range. Okay, then definitely yeah, as per the price action theory, it has to surge further. Okay, on the other hand, if it is going to break this horizontal trend line, which is prior all-time high, then the stock may fall. Okay, so we have to stick to the level after level, and we have to keep watching the price action, how it is behaving. Then based on this signals and the like resistance and support, so we can a trader can easily take a trade. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much about this week's stock analysis video. I hope you like this video. Please be informed. I'm not recommending again any stocks here to buy or sell. I'm just sharing my personal view, and I'm just interpreting the price action here. Okay, so definitely it's not a call for buy or sell. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching.